The strange thing is, the secret I have is that I always rely on myself. And I pretend that I sometimes need people. You can pretend you need people when it's just torture. Yeah, the moon looks a sun in this light. The sky's still blue where I am, in the subtropics. Who are you talking to? You're talking to yourself sometimes. You talk back to yourself, an inner monologue, a soliloquy, a monologue, a poem within a novel. I thought I'd put it all down. You write it all down. D-O-W-N. You write it. Put it all there. I intend to live much longer, regardless of how miserable my life is. It's just the way I'm built. Just the way I am. I've lasted this long. I'm surprised I'm alive. I was working night shifts. Boy, like every single day, every single night, every fucking week. I thought, do it? No, I'll just stay alive. Write a poem down. You write a poem down and you release whatever is in your mind. And that is it. Releases what, you release everything in your mind. You say certain things, sometimes you do mean, sometimes you don't. But since I've no siblings, no cousins, couldn't stand them anyway. Wonderful things can happen in isolation. I'm going to have to lose another stone. They say it relieves you from the torture more. Just like the Soviets or North Korea. You drop the weight, you sit in the sun and you try to sweat. I think they used to take vodka and sit in the sun and take soup and sweat in a sauna. That was against, it's like the Stasi government in East Germany. The wonders of Marx. Only good thing came of him was the isolation part. He nearly joined Wall Street. Shows the lack of substance with him. I agree with Buddhism to a point. Hinduism to a point. Are the only two good ones. I find Christ fraudulent. The Druids were evil and malevolent, torturing prepubescents, sacrificing children, disgusting people. The Celts were psychopathic, evil people. That's why I always say, give me the Latin. At least it's phonetical, and many enlightened thinkers have stemmed from Latin. Jeremy Bentham and Francis Hutcheson, the Renaissance and the Georgian era, ancient Greek and Greco-Roman, you could say. A few good Greek ones. Some I think are overrated. Socrates was the good one. I think he's the good one. Epicureanism? No. If I had the money, I would be... Boy, would I enjoy myself. All these people with money that just can't enjoy themselves. You could say they need to be lined up and shot. They need to be murdered. They need to be killed. I cannot take people with money who say they're depressed. Get the fuck away from me. It's a full moon, I think. Full moon. Kind of. I think so. I don't know anymore. Yeah, classical and ambient music. I can't listen to any rock and roll really. Only unless it releases the pain around my body. I can't listen to it anymore. And modern day music just makes you want to shoot yourself in the head. It's horrible. But classical, when you're at your wit's end, which I've been for years and years and years, boy, it has substance. Classical and ambient. Someone will ask me, why do you like classical? Because when you're at your wit's end, you hit your depth of despair and annoyance, and you start to deal with it. You become so used to it that you have to go from the ground up. I'm not baptized. I used to think it's that a Presbyterian thing. I'm not baptized, wasn't religious, there's no religious upbringing. Never went to church, thank Christ. And I refused to step into chapels and churches all the time, especially when I saw an insincere person at the pulpit. Don't like the Quakers either. (2023) December. (24th). Let the world come to an end. My end was several years ago. Several years ago. I couldn't give a shit if it came to an end. Your own death is your apocalypse. People talk about the book of Revelation. I welcome it. I can't wait. If only it were true, I thought. Because I'm not the guilty one. If only spiritualism was true. Boy, I would love it. It would give some evil people a conscience. Anyway,